Okay, I think we're good. Sorry, this is the first time that we have this set up, so it's a little trial and error, and I don't have my stream deck set up to, this scene, so, here we are. Hopefully Paladin can hear me.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Hopefully you can hear me though, because I might be ultra.
Yeah, I can hear you just fine. And, oh, thank you, Panda, for the resub. So I don't know what's up with the alert, but that was kind of weird. We can't really hear Paladin. Okay. Alright, this is gonna be like...
I don't think I can really. I mean, I can try to keep my mic this close to my face, but I'd rather not sit like this.
just smooch it a little. Just kiss it a little. It's fine.
No, really.
Okay. Tell me if that's better.
I mean, I can try turning my mic up.
Much better. I got you. I turned the volume up.
Eat
Better.
that mic. Wow.
Just
I
eat it.
turned my mic up.
Okay, cool. I don't know what's wrong. What is wrong with the alert box? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's just a black box. I don't know. Okay, so here we are. We're gonna be starting this new podcast called the TRUpartner Show. It's just gonna be about like random stuff. So something that we've kind of experienced in the past, like with Stream Key and stuff like that. You know, it's geared a lot towards Twitch and streamer related things, and we thought they would be really cool to do something that's more of like get to know people and like random events, random hobbies, you know, just kind of a chit chat kind of thing.
Just a nice little hangout session every
Yeah,
week.
hangout session. Yeah, random stuff. Yes. It's just a big black box. I don't know. I really don't know what's going on with that. I saw that and I was like, so that's probably gonna be something that Green will have to fix. I don't
Let's
know.
make Green fix it.
But
We
I
don't want to
really,
fix it. It's all Green.
I broke it. I don't know what's wrong with it. I just added it. I don't know. I don't know. If it's, I guess I could
Wait,
make
this
it.
is awesome.
I guess
So
make it smaller.
normally when we do things like this, I'm the one that breaks something, but this time Amy broke it.
It's me this time. I don't know. It's a size mismatch with the dashboard setting in the alert box. That could be it. Yeah, because it's because he sent me the info for it, but he didn't tell me the size specifics, and I don't remember what they are. So it's what's listed on the dashboard. No, I didn't look at the dashboard in Streamlabs. He's just like here. So if you can tell me, I'll fix it real quick. I don't know either. I don't either. It's okay. Black
Wait,
box.
let's
Black
blow
box.
up Green Cord. Let him know that we screwed it up.
It's 7. It's just a black box. It's okay. It's a special alert box just for this podcast, this talk show. 42 just get to work, boy. I don't know. It's just kind of weird, but it's okay. We'll deal with it. That's fine. So I guess what have you been up to lately, Mr. Dinosaur Dude?
Just that dinosaurs
Stunner.
raging, making people laugh. Overpowered, who was in here earlier, scared the life out of me. Is one of the admins on the servers I play on, and just happened to appear when I least expected it. He's been doing that here lately. He likes to scare me. That's basically it. Just growing and yelling about things is normal.
So you just play some dinosaur games.
Yeah,
That's
just
all.
leave it at that. Let just
You just
tell everybody who's Paladin. Oh, he's dinosaur guy. He plays dinosaurs. Oh, that's it.
that's
Yeah,
all
he
he
just
does.
plays dinosaurs.
That's all
Yeah,
he does with
basically.
his. That's all he does with his stream time and his free time.
Yeah, actually, here lately, that's what it's been.
Hey, that's okay. So I'll talk about something kind of random and non-related to Twitch, but kind of related to gaming. I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with Digimon. I really like V-Pets, and if you guys don't know what V-Pets are, it's like Tamagotchis and whatnot. And Bandai is the one who makes the Tamagotchis, and they make the Digimon V-Pets as well. And the 20th anniversary English ones just came out, so I was really super stoked about that. And I got one, and mine have already died. It's
Wait,
because
what?
they're
Already
ridiculous.
died.
They're ridiculously hard to keep up with, and
Amy,
you can't
how could you let it die?
you can't judge me because you sleep in just as late as I do, and when you when you don't wake up at 8 a.m. to take care of them, they poop too much and then they die.
I
So,
can't believe you let it die.
but yeah, I have this one, and then I have a Japanese one, and I have the pendulum one. Yeah, I really like these. Even though I'm terrible about keeping up with them, like I'll play with them for a couple of days, and then like I'll get busy, and they'll die. Then I'm like, I don't want to play with them anymore. And then I'll be like, oh yeah, I have these. I'm gonna start them up again, and then they die on me again. So I'm an awful Digimon parent. So
You never get to take care of any other pets from now on. All right, until you successfully raise that one, no other virtual pets for you.
you should, since you like to raise your dinosaurs, you should get one of these. And you
Yeah,
tell
maybe I
me,
will.
you should tell me how long you can keep them alive, and see if you can keep one alive
Is that a
longer.
challenge?
Yeah, it's a challenge. You should try to get one and keep it alive. So, yeah, so that's what I've been into. And the Digimon story games. They're originally on PS4 and PS Vita. The Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth and Digimon Story. Um, what was the other one? Hacker's Memories, I think. They're really cool if you guys like Pokemon and like monster catching, battling RPGs. Those are going to be coming to the Switch in October, and I'm super excited because it's going to be a double pack, and I'm super stoked. I'm honestly probably more excited about those than Pokemon Sword and Shield.
I
You need to get a Switch so you can play.
Yeah, I know. Like eventually I will. I was going to get one earlier this year, but I failed to do so.
You need to get one because it's good, and you need to play Digimon. Just a fact.
Hey, look, when Digimon came out, okay, I was all over it back. All right, that and Pokemon. I was a nerd. I liked it all.
You just need to get back to. You've played Temtem though, right?
I have, yeah.
So
I haven't
Temtem,
hopped on it. I think they put like some new patches out.
yeah, like they've added a few things to it. I finally got to play a little bit of the alpha, like probably about a week or two ago, and I'm really excited about that. Temtem is the bomb. Yes, I'm super stoked about it. We're talking about all these like Digimon, Pokemon stuff. But yeah, that's one of the, I would say one of the things that I'm like really into outside of Twitch. Like I play a lot of, well, I don't play like a ton of it, but I play a decent amount of Pokemon Go. You need to start playing Pokemon Go again. I try to send you presents all the time, and you don't send any back.
I do need to. In fact, I was so mad at myself because I missed the community today
Oh, the
for
Ralts one?
Ralts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, wow. I was like, I knew it was coming up. I even told one of my buddies, I was like, hey, dude, don't forget Ralt's community today, because he's been trying to level his up, and I completely forgot. Completely 100% forgot. I do need to hop back on there though.
I think that they're trying to work on the alert. I'm trying to fix it. But yeah, you need to get into community day. So you need to start sending me more presents, so then at TwitchCon we can actually trade Pokemon,
Hey,
and it won't cost 1,000,000 Stardust because we'll be good friends by then.
it's so true. She bullies me, guys. She bullies. It's just like the last game we played, right? Was Fallout 76. She's like, "Hey, Pally, look, there's a nuke over here. Try to defuse it. Go ahead. I'm gonna stand way over here, and you stand right there."
Okay, okay.
She bullies me.
You need to start playing 76 with me again. I haven't played it in a while myself, but now
I
they have backpacks, so you can get backpacks now.
Oh, we have backpacks now.
Yes, it makes it better. Backpacks.
Oh man, if I can never actually drag myself away from that dinosaur game. I know I didn't talk too much about it, and part of that is me not wanting to, like, if somebody talks to me about the Isle, I'll go full blown nerd on them. In fact, I had to go with my grandparents. They bought my grandmother got her a new SUV. The one she had before was or 15 years old. Well, one of the guys, the salesman, for whatever reason, just decided to ask me what I do. I was like, oh yeah, I live stream on Twitch, and he started talking about, apparently he was like an old time World of Warcraft player, so he like watched all the PvP and stuff. Well, anyway, he mentioned to some younger guy that I streamed and whatnot, and he came and talked to me, and I swear I sat there and talked to that salesman for like, I don't know, probably like 25, 30 minutes telling him about the Isle. And for anybody curious about it, it's just a dino survival game. I literally just play as a dinosaur, walk around as a T-Rex, and eat things, eat other players. That's basically it. There's dinosaurs in Fallout 76 now. All right, that's it. That's all I needed to know. I literally right now, I'm gonna make sure it's updated right now.
Just he sold. Like
I'm
you
in.
mentioned dinosaurs, and he's like, I'm okay. I'm there. So Captain Coots in the chat right now. He's actually a big modder in the Fallout world. So Coots, that's your cue. You need to make a dinosaur mod for Fallout 4. If there's not already one, there probably is. I don't know, but that's your job now. You have to make a dinosaur mod for Fallout 4, and he'll play it. I just noticed that we're twinsing it up. You can't see the
Yeah, I know.
the
Got the OG
OG partner
partner
shirt.
shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually was thinking about that. I was like, hey, I'm gonna wear my partner shirt. I just washed my clothes last night.
Oh.
Oh, not the tickle chickens. There's actually tickle chickens on the Isle.
Oh,
Can't
is
play
there?
them on the official servers yet, but yeah, if you go into the sandbox servers, you can be a tickle chicken, or is what they call them on there. They call them danger floofs.
Danger floofs.
Yep.
See, I'm familiar with the tickle chickens from Ark, and I know you've played
Mm-hmm.
Ark a good bit, and yeah, I didn't survive many encounters with those. Ark, do you like Ark? I like Ark. I haven't played
Yeah, she
Ark in a really long
does.
time.
Pen's been obsessed with it. Pen's one of the. She's another person from the Isle, and I was like, "Where you been?" She's like, "Oh yeah, I've been playing Ark." I'm just like, "Oh yeah, I guess new stuff came out on it." She's just, yeah, she's obsessed.
I like Ark. The only thing that I don't like about it is how poorly optimized it always is. Like every time there's a new update or anything about it, it like runs like total poo poo. Like it doesn't matter like what your computer is, it runs like total trash like every time. Especially if you try to stream it. It's like really, really, and like the Switch version, I've heard that it's like the worst thing ever. It's like a slideshow that it's so bad.
Wait, there's a Switch version for Ark?
Yes, there's a Switch version for Ark, and it's like the worst thing ever. Playing Atlas, which is kind of like Ark, right? Yeah, I mean it's made by the same people. I've played a little bit of Atlas. It's okay. I'm more of a dinosaur fan than a pirate fan. But like when I first started playing Atlas, like when it first came out, because I got a review copy for it, it was poorly optimized too, and I'm just like, please just get your crap together because I love these games, but I just hate that they look like trash when you try to stream them. The pirate expansion for Ark.
That's what it was.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
everybody saw the videos in the beginning. If you had a controller, an Xbox controller hooked up, you could access an Arc menu in the game.
Oh boy.
Like, and I mean, I know of course developers are going to reuse coding, but I mean, like, you could access the server setup for an Arc server in Atlas. It's like, well, hold on a minute.
It's like, this looks familiar.
Just yeah, just a little bit. I dumped a lot of time into Atlas when it first came out.
Yeah, like I played a little bit of it, and it was very similar, but it was kind of different at the same time, and it ran like crap when I tried to play it, and so I just kind of goofed off, and I made like this abomination. Like I don't even remember exactly what the character looked like. It was like little scrawny legs and like these big beefy, like big arms and like a teeny tiny little head, and it's like, oh man,
Why does that not surprise me?
if anybody
Is you
runs into me, it's like you better watch out. Your girl here don't mess around. All the server commands and everything are the same in the background even. Jeez. Which I mean, like Ark is a really cool game, and I like the negative things that I'm saying about it doesn't necessarily mean that I don't like it. It's just like it prevents me from playing it more. You know, I would love to play more of it, but the last time I tried to play Atlas and Ark, it was like, whoa. there's some things that need to be fixed.
There's all that game's always had things that it seems like has needed to be fixed, and it goes in with the whole that they put out like expansion or some of the updates. It's just like, why isn't your game optimized? Why is it before my PC handled it just fine, but now after this update, my PC is just like, bleh. I hate it.
Oh yeah, for
Doesn't
sure.
want to run right, doesn't look right.
Yeah, and it seems like a lot of like the open world survival crafting games have that issue. Like, I really, really enjoy 7 Days to Die, which is like a zombie open world survival crafting game, and it is like it's gotten better, but like years ago when I'd play it pretty regularly, it was like what's going on, and like it just has so many issues, like so many games like that, and that happens to be one of like my favorite genres of games to play, and especially stream. Like I like games like that because it's so, there's no ending to it, so you can just kind of goof off and like make your own adventure with it, and especially if it's multiplayer, you can play with viewers and stuff. But like when you have stuff like clip through walls, or it's like a slideshow because it just doesn't run well. It's like, I love this game, but why do you do this to me?
Yep. In fact, I remember when 7 Days to Die first came out on console. My buddies really wanted to get it, so we got it. And like 3 or 4 of the no, actually, I think it was like 2 or 3 of the characters. If you were playing as that character, basically you had to keep playing, leave the game running, or the second that you signed off, or if it crashed, you'd lose your save data, you'd lose the world that you were in.
Yep, yep. Just like, be better, please. Like I just wanna play this game so bad. It be what it do. 7 Days to Die is the first thing Miss Hostler says. All her digital pets.
Except the 7 days actually is 7 days in game for the virtual pet. So, it could be just a matter of hours
Yeah,
before it
yeah.
dies.
See, there's still poo, if you guys can see. Still poo on the screen. Where I'm
Wow.
like, they're dead anyway, so.
He literally had to die in his own poop. Had to just lay there and just
died in
die.
his own poop. I woke up at the butt crack of noon, and they were all dead. I was like, what can you do about it? You just go on with it.
I'm definitely going to get one now, just so I can keep my life. I don't even care afterwards, but the first one's going to survive longer than yours did.
Okay.
And then if it dies afterwards, I don't care. I don't
Okay.
care if it dies super quick. That's going to be my goal.
All right, challenge
100%.
accepted. We'll see. We'll see how you do. I'm telling you, I know how you are. You sleep late too. You'll wake up and they'll all be dead, and then you'll be like, well, I take back all my comments. I see now that this is ridiculous, and it would be much easier to take care of a real pet than this. I'm telling you.
I like how I'm being outed over here. Like, I know how you sleep in just like me.
I know.
Like,
Hey, it's like I know where you sleep at night. Okay, I peek in at you through your window. I know. Hashtag
wow.
ultimate stalker. No, I'm just kidding. I don't do that.
Yes, she does, chat.
Original Tamagotchi. I actually have had a ton of Tamagotchis when I was younger, so I think that's probably why I'm still super into the whole VPET thing. And when they re-released some of the original Tamagotchis as like the minis, I have one of the minis, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is crap. Like, I guess when you're younger, you're like, oh, this is fun, and then you get older and you're like, oh my gosh, these are just ridiculous. Like, I can't spend every 5 minutes staring at this thing to make sure it doesn't poop itself to death. So I have a tiny Tamagotchi somewhere too, but it's dead too. They're just all dead.
I actually remember I had one of the old Digivices, which looked just like what you've got there.
Yeah.
What the old ones look like. And then I even had like the newer generation after that.
Mm-hmm.
But like I remember my brother and I can't remember if it was like you could fight or what, but you had to push them together, and ours did not want to work. Like we had to hold them as hard as we could together, put the little metal connectors or whatever I'll call them.
Oh yeah.
Against each other, and it was a pain. Yeah, those.
Yeah, like they're kind of weird because like I will battle with these, and yeah, it's like you have to hold it like
Wow,
at
you
the
hear
exact
that,
same.
chat? She also forces her own pets to fight each other.
But they're Digimon. That's what they're meant to do. Fun fact: Bandai made the Digimon V pets to be a Tamagotchi for boys. So that was like the whole like, oh, this is for boys. They
Mm-hmm.
battle and it's cool. Fight for mommy's love. The winner dies in poop. It's like whoever wins will die later. You get to live a little longer. I'm telling you, I was super
That's so
excited.
horrible.
I was honestly out of the newer ones. This is I can't remember when this. I think this is a 20th anniversary too, but it's the Japanese one. So I don't really like to play with this one as much, even though the menus are like super simple. And you know, once you figure out where you're going, you don't really have to like read. You just have to remember where you're going. I don't like to play with it as much. But the pendulum ones, they're really cool because they have like this little sensor inside that you have to shake. So like to train them and power them up for battle, like you have to shake them. And they actually have like a pause feature. So if say you're going to be busy or you know you don't wake up at 8 a.m., you can actually pause them so they don't die as often. But the battery actually died in this one, so that's why I'm not playing with it at the moment. But it's far superior than the brick
So
ones.
where was that pause button for the last one?
It doesn't have one, or I would have paused it.
Uh-huh. A likely story.
The struggle. I'm telling you, everybody in chat tonight has to go get one of these. The English ones,
Right now.
they're like $20 at GameStop, or really probably anywhere else you can find them. Go get one. This is a challenge to everyone. You have to get one. Tell me how long you make it with your everyday life. You can't be glued to it every minute either. You have to just
So
continue your everyday life like you normally do. Or, you know, wake up in the afternoon like Paladin does. Don't let him lie to you. Don't let him lie.
I don't know what you're talking about. I wake up at a decent time every morning, all right? I am a responsible adult. Okay?
What have been going to is your daily life. I mean, if you're a professional Digimon raiser, I guess that's okay. I guess, I mean, that's excusable, I guess.
Like I know life every game that I play, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna end up being glued to that thing. I'm gonna be streaming and be like, and everybody's gonna be in chat like, Polly, what are you looking at? Oh, sorry, I had to feed my Digimon real quick. And then 20 minutes later, Pally, are you gonna stream or what? Huh? What? Sorry guys, making sure that I just gotta do this real quick. I just gotta take care of this guy.
It's like, I can't make too many care mistakes or I won't get War Greymon, don't you know?
Exactly. What it was like in the PlayStation 1 game, okay? You
Yeah,
made too many
like,
mistakes. You completely botched what you were going for, and then you end up with something you didn't want by any means. You're just like, wow,
yeah.
great.
I can't remember the name of it because, like, I love Digimon, but I'll be honest, I don't know all of their names near as well as I do Pokemon. But like the weird, I think it's Numemon, like the weird goopy, like
Yep.
poop looking
Yep.
one. Like you always manage to get that one. You're like, I did not want this. This is like
Hey,
literally like a pile of crap. Like,
I got pretty good at it, all right? I only got him 50% of the tries that I attempted at raising a Digimon. The others died in a couple of days. You get so hungry so fast. Like, you're just like, how am I supposed to feed you?
yep.
I only get so much of this freaking food every so often, and not to mention the other Digimon kick your butt every time I have to fight them. So like, what am I supposed to do here? And then I go spend the time at the gym, and then it's like, oh, got a crap now. Oh, you didn't make it to the toilet in time. Oh, it's hungry. Oh, you didn't feed it fast enough. So now it's starving. It's like, well, you know what? Sheesh.
Yep.
Whatever.
Yep. I'm telling you, it's like that game, but in the form of a more annoying, more demanding feet pet. That's what these are. Digimon's like Pokemon. There's just so many. There's a ton of Digimon, except
They really are.
they all end in Mon. The most terrible parenting advice podcast ever. This is
What do you? This
talking
is
about-
this is horrific parental advice. Okay, you see, you look at it as bad. What we're really doing
We're
is
teaching
telling you what not to do.
exactly.
Okay,
Yeah.
we did it wrong, so now you guys don't have to. All right, you can thank me later.
We're helping you. We're teaching you.
Exactly.
A new show, yeah. So basically, this is the TRUpartner Show. We're just talking about random stuff, and we've gotten on the subject of V-Pets, like Tamagotchis, Digimon. So like in the upcoming weeks, we'll probably have more guests on and talk about different topics. But you know, like Stream Key, we have on here that talks a lot about specific streamer related things, and we thought it would be cool to kind of have like a talk show just to chat about, you know, what we're into for the week, or you know, something that we're looking forward to, or you know, just random chit chat stuff, just hangouts. We be the hosts
Exactly.
each week. Me and Paladin are the hosts. There may be some weeks where, you know, if one of us is busy, you know, but it will probably always be at least one of us. Most of the time, both of us, and sometimes a third and fourth person. Cool beans. Learn from our mistakes, yes. Be better Digimon parents.
Hey, look, Silicon, I'm not the one, like, so we decided, you know, chill. Some days Amy will be the one streaming it from her PC, and some days it'll be me. But, all right, I'm learning from Amy's mistakes. Okay, so I'm not gonna mess this up. I promise. There's not gonna be no technical errors whatsoever. Oh God, Doc J is here now. Uh-oh, everybody run.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so Paladin has never had a technical difficulty in his life. Never for a charity
No,
stream or
never,
anything.
never. You know,
That wouldn't happen.
oh,
That only happens to me, so.
not as if every charity stream to date so far that I have been a part of have I had a technical error, usually involving my mic. Never. That doesn't happen.
That's okay. Like, I think it was the last charity stream that we did with True. My mic was like super messed up, like it was cutting in and out, and I think it was my actual microphone at the time, which I've gotten a new one since then. But I felt so bad, but it was like 5 a.m., so I'm just like, well, it is what it is. If you need to know what I said, I'll just type it in chat. But it's 5 a.m. We're just gonna roll with it.
It's one of those. I'm tired. It's really early in the morning. I don't know what's wrong with it.
Yep.
Sorry, chat. You're just gonna have to deal with it.
That was exactly me. Like, straight up. I was like, well, I'm here. I'm half asleep. I'm pretty sure everybody else is too. Yeah, I'm just here. Just deal with it. But it's okay. We'll figure it out. Like I said, this is more like a hangout type thing to just kind of chat with everybody, because you know, it was something that we talked about. Like, I struggle with like anxiety about a lot of things, and I thought that this would be a really cool way to kind of break the ice and get everybody comfortable with each other a little more without the pressure of like, well, I really need to be professional and know a lot about this specific like streaming topic. You know, this is just kind of like, you can talk whatever you want to, and we can just goof off and have a good time, pick and tease at each other. You know, normal, just being friends kind of thing. I struggle with sleep. It's okay.
Holds breath for a 10 a.m. stream. Good luck. Good luck with that.
What?
Captain Coots. He said holds breath for Paladins and Hoboslayers 10 a.m. stream.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Nah. I mean,
Look, I actually am so bad at waking up. I set an alarm. I actually have an alarm clock now because my phone didn't work anymore. I actually somehow managed to take my alarm clock and set it inside of a coffee mug that I just put like change in. I woke up and I'm like, man, I was looking at the time. I was like, great. I woke up late again. I look over and the clock is in the mug. And I'm like, how did I manage this one while I was asleep? Well, like, yeah, I never heard the alarm. I know it had to have gone off. And somehow it ends up on the other side of my nightstand. in the coffee, not like on top of it or leaning against it. No, it's inside the coffee.
Sleepwalking.
Oh yeah,
You move
actually,
things. Like, it's one of those things, like, I actually wake up pretty early. Like, I wake up, like, anywhere from, like, 5 to 6 a.m., which I know that's probably not super early for some of you guys, but I feel like that's a fairly reasonable, like, kind of early-ish. But, like, I wake up and I'll do stuff, and then I'm like, oh, well, I'm just gonna lay back down and just take, like, a little nap. And then I wake up and it's like, what year is it? That was supposed to be a little
yes,
nap, and it's like, whoa, it's the afternoon already.
I do that anytime I take a nap. It doesn't matter, even if like I'm super exhausted or just like I'm just gonna take a little nap. It's a lazy day. I'm just gonna nap for an hour, and then 5 6 hours later, I'm like, well, I went a little longer than I had hoped.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, that's the exact same way that I am. It's like, well, I didn't mean to do that. Or it's like I'll struggle like going to sleep at night. It's like, oh, well, I'm just gonna watch like this video or this episode of this show or stay on my computer to do like one little thing, and then it's like, oh well, it's 4 a.m. now. Welp.
Yeah, that's actually something that I do too. Like last night, I had told all of chat for hopping off stream. I'm like, guys, I am stupid tired, and I am going to go to bed at like 11 or 12. And here lately, I'd even had some like hard time sleeping, so went upstairs and we had some melatonin I picked up. Took one melatonin pill. Didn't pass out until 4:15, 4:20 in the morning. I'm like, yeah, I was supposed to be asleep, 5 hours ago, but that didn't happen.
Melatonin, like I have to be kind of careful about that. Like I used to try to take melatonin when I was younger, and it always gives me like the weirdest, craziest like dreams and nightmares. Like those types that you wake up and you think that they actually happened, and you're like in a panic, like oh my gosh, like my
Like give you
entire
night terrors.
yeah, like it like messed because like I used to struggle with sleeping and stuff like when I was younger and like in middle school and high school, and so my mom got me some, and I tried it, and it would just it. I had to stop taking it because it was bad. Like I'd wake up, I'd like wake myself up from screaming because it was just like
Oof.
crazy stuff. I was like, no, I'll just not sleep, I guess.
Yeah, that's I think not sleeping might be better over night terrors. I don't like
Real.
those. I actually had to get, so you guys will laugh about this, all right? For anybody that don't know, so I take care of my grandparents. My grandmother is barely 5 foot. Actually, I don't know if she is 5 foot. And she's barely like 100 pounds, something. Okay. Well, she decided they didn't like calling or anything to like check if I was awake. She just decided she's gonna come downstairs and wake me up. How did she do it? Well, the bedroom door is like slightly loose, so you barely have to pound on it to make like somebody my size is trying to break the door down. And that's how she started waking me up. I would go from sleeping peacefully to freaking out, thinking somebody's trying to bust the door down, and it's my little tiny 100-pound grandmother on the other side of the door deciding it was time for me to wake up. That's all it was.
Wow. Yeah, I would probably freak out too. Like I wouldn't say that I'm just like crazy paranoid, but I'm always like nervous about like just the absolute worst. I guess I would say that I'm like kind of pessimistic about stuff like that. So it's like if somebody is knocking on my door, it's obviously not a neighbor or like somebody delivering a package or something. It's a murderer coming to kill me. That's the only time anybody would ever knock on a door. So that's where my mind
That's
goes to, because like I've had neighbors like,
um
oh hey, random whatever, and I'm just like I don't want to answer the door because it's always somebody coming to kill me.
they're gonna kill me.
What's the
It
craziest
was
thing you've slept through? Ah, that's a tough one. Maybe like a plane
tornadoes.
tornado. Yeah, probably that, I guess. Like down here in Alabama, we have like a ton of tornadoes. It's just crazy hot, humid summers and tornadoes.
Wow, Silicon.
Wait, okay, I have to read this. It's the local sheriff firing their service rifle by my open bedroom window. A rabid raccoon that was harassing our horses. If it happened to my mom, told me. What? What? That's like Florida Man level of story. Rabid raccoon harassing your horses. Okay. you, you sure that it wasn't Florida Man? Because I mean that rabid raccoon, Florida Man. It could be either one.
I believe it. Like while I lived in Florida, it would not surprise me. A rabid raccoon. Good grief, Silicon.
Gotta watch out for them raccoons, let me tell ya. They give you the nightmares from the gunshots. I like to believe that the raccoon was actually the one that shoots the gun. I'll be storing around here soon. I saw that, so if by chance the stream dies, just know that my power probably went out or my internet, because it's been like really bad weather down here lately.
And I'm not prepared to save it. I
It's
may
just-
have been a little lazy.
It's just done.
and I
It's
haven't
absolutely
set things
done.
up on my end. So
No, it's okay. I mean, if we're gonna be straight up here, Captain Procrastinator here. I had a bunch of this stuff set up beforehand, but it's been kind of I think we're both probably pretty busy people with our streams and everything that we do with our channels. It's just been like stupid crazy busy for me lately. Just with everything, and I was like, oh yeah, today is the podcast, the new podcast that I still have to set up everything. So I had to finish like all these little odd and end things, and I was like, oh no, I was so nervous. I was like, something's gonna go wrong. Oh, and then like the alert box is a black box that just pops up. So I don't know what's wrong with that. That I think I can safely say that I have no control over, so you can't blame me for it. But it's okay. It's okay. You have time. I got you back this time, but maybe set it up just in case, a tornado comes and takes my power away next time. Or box is shrunk. I did shrink it to try to keep it from covering this. And I don't know. I don't know. We're just dealing with it. It says people's names.
See, this is people. It's just spread around the true fam that if something's broke, Pally broke it. Thanks, Anapiel. Appreciate it. But this time it was Amy, not me.
I will take blame for it. I'm professional strummer. Never make mistakes.
We're actually every Wednesday now, right? Every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central. Yep. Greg is when we're gonna be doing this this podcast. So hopefully, maybe starting next week we'll start having some other guests on with us and just hang out and have fun, talk about randomness.
Yep. Yeah, that's the plan. Like, me and Paladin are generally more afternoon, nighttime people, and I know a lot of you guys, you tune into the Stream Key, and that's during the day, and we thought that it would be really cool to have more of like an afternoon show. So here we are. Get used to it. This is what you're gonna see every Wednesday.
Yeah, you gotta deal with us now.
Oh. Until they're not telling people about their dead Digimon. Shh.
I don't have a dead Digimon yet. All right.
Soon.
It's not me.
Soon. It will happen soon. The podcast gonna be stuff like this every time. I am so down. Probably so. Because
oh yeah,
I can talk about the most random stuff. Like it was a Stream Key podcast. The last one, I think it was the last one I was on. No, it wasn't. The last one I was on was actually at Playthrough. The one before that, it was the Friday show. We got on the subject of something. I think it was streaming schedules and like the best way to plan like your schedule around work and stuff. And I was talking about back when I worked at the pet store, because I used to be a manager at a pet store, and that evolved into me going on this like long ramble about the crazy people that I interact with at the pet store. And then I had been talking for like probably 10-15 minutes or so straight, and then I was like, so long story short, and they're like, no, this is not short. So that's kind of the joke. And so yeah, pet store, long story short, I'll get off on a tangent about whatever.
That sounds like the last. In fact, I did kind of the same thing when I was on the stream the last time, the first time and the last time. And Green got me talking about World of Warcraft back when I was diving way too far into World of Warcraft, and I did the same thing. I rambled and got way off topic for the longest time.
Yep.
I was like, "Oops, my bad."
It's okay. See, here you can do that. It's totally okay. It's encouraged.
Yeah, you were a pet store manager, and you can't even keep your Digimon alive.
See, that should tell you how difficult and ridiculous these are to keep alive. I'm telling you. Telling you. So, you get one, and you tell me. You tell me how long you keep it alive. If I was still on my pet store schedule,
right now.
if I got up every day when I went in to open the store, my Digimon would still be alive. But I haven't been a manager at the pet store in about I think I've been gone 2.5 years now. And rambling is best for interviews. That's what we're doing. Interviews.
Yeah,
we can start bringing guests on and we can interview them about just random.
Oh, yeah.
We'll make like a secret list. We can't tell you guys what the list is, just in case anybody's going to be a guest. And we'll just ask the weirdest questions, like put you on the spot. You have like 10 seconds to answer. We'll make a game show out of it.
Yeah, well, I don't know how that would go. I think it'd be great. It'd be hilarious.
We're gonna do it.
Yeah, we'll definitely do it. So we're gonna, she and I, we're both equally bad at procrastinating, are going to come up with a list of questions for you all, and it's going to be well thought out, and we are going to have all the answers, and it will be 100% correct, and we'll be 100% prepared for that.
Yep.
By the way,
totally gonna happen. We're not gonna forget about it, or
yeah, not at all.
I'll be prepared. It's gonna happen. Maybe not next week or the next week, or even the next week, but eventually it will happen.
So apparently the GameStop here doesn't have any of those. I can get it on Amazon, and Amazon says it usually ships within 1 to 2 months.
Okay, so I think the big deal with that is the release date on Amazon is later than they actually come out. So I don't know if you'd order them on Amazon and they would come in that late, or if they would go ahead and ship them now. I don't know, because I got mine at GameStop, so I don't know.
I will find out. I'll just go over to GameStop one day and just ask them. Just walk in there and like, hey, got any of them Digimon games?
Do you have any
one
of them
for Switch? No. I want the virtual. I want the little pet, Tamagotchi looking dude.
Yeah, it's like, give me them Digimans, okay? Give me them Digimans. Sound like every grandparent that goes into a GameStop. I used to work at GameStop too, so there's some interesting things that you hear with that. Every console is a Nintendo. Every Pokemon is Pikachu. That kind of thing. Like, my grandson wants that Call of Duty game for his Nintendo. That shooter Call of Duty game.
My my grandmother would be one of those.
Would she?
Oh yeah, I love her to death. That would definitely be one for, or like something she would do. She doesn't understand even like even like computers or things. She gets a little mixed up, but that was her if she ever had to go in. I'm sure when she was like, when we were younger, going in and saying, yeah, for Nintendo, that was easy. Now you've got several different consoles out, and the grandparents are trying to keep up, but like they don't know what's what anymore.
It's like, which Nintendo? You do realize there is more than just one Nintendo. That's when you're like, could I kindly suggest a gift card? Please buy the gift card and they can come get what they want. So, I don't know. People are funny. They try though, you know, like it was really sweet. It's like, please try to describe what you're looking for, and I'll do my best to find what you actually need, because you obviously don't know the real name of it. You know, sometimes they would come back and be like, "This wasn't the right thing. He said he wrote it down on a piece of paper," and you know, it'd be like trying to decipher like hieroglyphics. It's like, oh my gosh, this kid's handwriting is oof. But you know, the joys of GameStop.
Just give him another game. Be like, I think this is what he wanted. If not, just come back again.
Yeah, good deal on games. And there was this. A lot of places have like local, like family-owned, used game stores, and we would have a few of those around, and it would break my heart anytime that kids would come in and have like just this huge pile of, you know, older games, and you know, you'd scan them in and it's like, well, you brought in 47 games and I can give you $3.12. And it's like you just see like in their eyes, you know, like it's just they're just shattered, and it's like, but let me tell you, go down the street to this place and they'll probably give you like triple that. They're like, really? I'm like, yeah, you know, stick it to the man, go down there, I don't care, I just work here. I don't get any commission for buying your used games, go, I understand. So you can have better taste. But you know, GameStop, they've kind of, which, you know, they were in trouble for a while. There was like rumors of them going like bankrupt and stuff, so haven't really looked into it lately. But they've kind of changed how they do things. Like they've started to carry like retro stuff, which is kind of interesting to me, which is, I think it's cool, and I don't really know why they stopped carrying older games in the first place, because it's like there's so many collectors out there who want those older games. Like, no, y'all messing up, only carrying the latest and greatest. You need to get some of that old stuff. And so they have now, but it's kind of especially if you order on their website, it's kind of a gamble. Like, are you gonna get a case? Is the game gonna have a label on it? Who knows? You know, and a lot of,
that's the fun. That's the excitement in it,
it's a
though.
mystery bag. You don't know what you're gonna get, and a lot of like Nintendo stuff, especially like the cartridges. You know, people can make like fake ones. And Pokemon games are kind of bad about that, so you have to be really careful about getting certain Pokemon games on there, because sometimes you'll open them up and you're like, oh, this is not real. This is fake. So, games are slowly dying, yeah. It be what it do.
Yeah. It's just like, you know, watching all the other things from the 90s slowly disappear, like Blockbuster. You know, like stuff like that, all those things. And when you're little, you used to go to the video rental and be all excited if, you know, mom and dad let you bring home whatever the newest game was. Like, I remember those days.
GameStop will soon be joining Blockbuster at the strip mall in the sky. You know, and it's a shame, because like when I worked at GameStop, like people think like, oh my gosh, that's so cool, I'm so jealous, you get to you know, play games all day. I'm like, no, actually it's like I get to play babysitter for Janet's kid that she just dropped off while she went to go do some grocery shopping, and then Karen comes in to yell at me that her kid has an M-rated game that she bought. You know, it's like, no, it's not as fun as people thought it was, and you get to play, you know, alphabetical order with the wall, and when the kids come in, they're like, I'm gonna touch everything and put it in the wrong place. So, so working there kind of sucks, unless you're like management. Like I've heard that it's kind of okay, but if you're like a lowly pleb, it's kind of, you get to play babysitter. At least that was my experience. I know some people who've worked there who love it, and if you do, cool beans. I didn't really, but it's like, it's so sad because, you know, the company itself could be good, but they just do so many stupid things. And like when I worked there, they wanted you to do pre-orders and like the card, their reward card thing. And it's like, you know, you can ask people if they want to pre-order something, but if they don't want to pre-order something, they don't want to pre-order something. And
Mm-hmm.
I can be a pretty good salesman when I want to be, but it's like you can't sell somebody something when they don't want to buy it, and that's why people, I think, get so mad. Which I think that like the policy with that stuff's kind of like slacked off a little, but you used to could go in there and you'd be afraid to encounter an employee, because they'd be like, "Do you want to pre-order this? Do you want to pre-order this? You sure?
Mm-hmm.
You sure you don't want to pre-order this?" I'm like, "Yes, promise I don't. Please stop
I always
asking."
hated that.
Yeah.
Is like as sad as this will sound, like the GameStop, like they basically the employees were there for so long, they got used to me coming in. They know I'd pre-order like a game or two, and every time I went in, I had a specific game. Like I want to pre-order this one, I want this and this, and then it's like, oh hey, by the way, you can pre-order this, 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 and this if you want to do this and this, this, this. I'm like, no, I want to pre-order this. I don't want to pre-order anything else. Appreciate you telling me about it, but I'm good. I'm like, are you sure? Because you also can go over here. Like, you go with this game, you get this with it if you pre-order it now. I'm like, yes, I am sure. I don't want that.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. And it's just like, I mean, I understand the hustle. Like I know that they're just trying to
Mm-hmm.
do their jobs, but like when I worked there, like I would do my job, but I also like I viewed it from the consumer point of view because it's like, would I want somebody to harass me about pre-ordering something that I give no craps about? So it's like when they say no, it's like, okay, cool. Well, boop boop. Here's your total. There you go. Have a good day. Whatever. You harass people, they don't want to come back. And yeah, ThinkGeek, like they recently got ThinkGeek. Like the main reason I ever go into GameStop here lately is to like check out their like their little, ThinkGeek stuff, like Funko Pops. Like I'm not like a huge collector, and some people are gonna like, want to stone me to death for this, but I open them out of the box, and sometimes you can get like cool exclusive pops. Like I have this Fallout 76 one with the guitar sword, stuff like that, and the giant like plasma rifle that I got. Like I got that from GameStop because they have like Think Geek stuff now, but it's like y'all gotta lay off the pushy pre-order stuff, which like I said, the last few times I've been in there, it doesn't seem like they've been that bad about it, but they used to be.
I actually don't own a single Funko Pop, and
Really?
it's not because it's not because like I haven't wanted to. I just haven't bought one yet. I don't
You
know why. I just haven't done.
need to get some. Need to get some. I have a bunch of Fallout ones. I have a Paladin dance one. I have this one that and I have most of them that I have actually put up in a box right now, but I don't collect like every single one of them that comes out, but like the few things that they make that I'm like really into, I'm like, oh yeah, Fallout. Oh, I want those. And like I have some like Dragon Ball Z ones, and I really want the Pokemon ones because I think those are cool. But people are like really into them though, like the Funko Pop collector people. Like if they collect them, they collect them, and it's like I've seen people who have like complete walls covered in them, and it's so cool. But it's like, man, whoo, $10, $15 a pop for those things.
Mm,
I like Taco Bell too much for that.
like Taco Bell. Oh man. Oh, the struggle of, you know what? It'd be nice to have one of those, but man, think of the Taco Bell I could buy with that
That's
kind
what
of
I'm saying.
money.
Oh. Funko Pops are the new Beanie Babies, kinda, yeah. That kind of makes sense. Which I don't hate people, for that. I mean, I have some, but I'm always of the mindset like, do what you want to do. If it makes you happy, if it's not hurting anybody, you spend all that money on them Funko Pops. Show me all your pictures. That's really cool. I can't afford it because I like Taco Bell too much. But cool beans, man, cool beans.
You keep it up. You keep doing you.
Yeah. you show me them pictures so I can be jealous, and I'll sit here and eat my crunch wrap or my quesadilla.
That's definitely me. That's it's like I could get that, or I could go get food.
Hmm.
I've
Hmm.
got food in the fridge, but
I saw this meme
food.
earlier where it's like I didn't realize this until I was adult, but Mom was right. I do have food at home. Like, yeah, oh, I feel that so hard, and it hurts. It hurts my soul because, like, man, I really want fast food, but oh, an adult bunny. I guess I do have food at home. You know, like when you're a kid, you're like, but Mom, I really want Burger King. I really want kids meal. It's like we have food at home. It's like, but it's not Burger King. It's not McDonald's. You know, but
You just don't get it, Mom. Now that I'm 26, I get it, Mom.
yeah,
I
and
get
now
it.
you're like, oh, I really want that, and you're telling yourself, no, no, you have food at home. Stop that. You will not give in to the temptation of Taco Bell.
It's such a temptation.
Chipotle, you know, the closest Chipotle I have is like an hour or two away. Hour and a half. So I don't get the joys of Chipotle all the time. I have Moe's, which is kind of sort of similar, but not quite the same thing. I don't get to be tempted by Chipotle unless I want to drive a little ways.
Don't be jealous of our eating habits, Simon. Okay, you cranky old man. I was gonna say something. Oh, so I hadn't had Chipotle before until when the first time I went to TwitchCon, because there was actually a Chipotle like a block away from my hotel. So I made frequent stops to Chipotle while at TwitchCon. I could have gone elsewhere. I could have gone to other places and, eaten eaten probably some better food and maybe even a little less. But nope. Instead, I just decided, hey, I'm gonna go eat at Chipotle a whole lot.
Hey, that's I. And like, didn't you have like a $20 omelet or something?
that was
Because I think I remember
that
you.
was at last year's TwitchCon. And yeah. Well, so for anybody that's going this year, I noticed a difference between San Diego and San Jose. And last year is just like there were restaurants around that you could get to that were a lot cheaper. Like I ended up finding one that I went to, and I'm like, oh hey, look, I'm paying for a regular meal. It's like $12. Got a drink and meal and all that. No, the other time, I'm gonna get breakfast at my hotel. $26 or $30 later, I've got an omelet and a Coke and some potatoes.
Yeah, I
I'm
remember
like,
like you sent me a picture and you're like, this is what like a $20-something omelet looks like. And I'm like, is there gold?
yeah,
There better be gold in it.
yeah. I mean, it was a decent sized omelet. I don't know, there's like some kind of special egg or something. I don't know.
It
But
was
like I was looking, it was one of the cheaper items on the menu, and I'm like, I'm just gonna go with this. Like,
it's
it
like
was yeah. But the I did notice though that the food prices were a lot cheaper over in San Diego, or maybe I was just eating at the wrong places in San Jose.
yeah, I've
But
heard like everybody that I've kind of talked to and the things that I've read, everybody says that San Diego is like one of the best places. And you know, they've had a TwitchCon in San Diego before. And everybody's like, "Oh, I'm so excited that it's back in San Diego because it's so great and
mhm.
it's not as expensive." So I'm like, "Yes,
I enjoyed that was
yes,
it was in San Diego the first year that I went, and it was, I mean, both times like the con was fun, but when it came down to like the pricing and everything, there was a big difference. It was a really big difference.
right." Yeah, like I'm super stoked, and I wish they would do a TwitchCon on the East Coast for all of us who are more towards the East Side. Would love that so much.
You have Okay, well, you have PAX East, okay?
You're closer to the East Coast too.
Yeah, I
When
know.
when you rather go to a TwitchCon
I'm in
closer to this side of the world versus
I
California?
mean, I'm almost in the middle, alright? I'm close to the middle. I can go just about anywhere for almost the same price. Although it's a lot cheaper for me to go to Florida than it is to go to California. I'll say that much. I'd pay, like 100 and if I get the tickets early enough, $130, $150, and I have a round trip to Florida and back.
There we go.
Yeah.
TwitchCon in Florida,
Yeah.
featuring Florida Man. Florida Man memes are some of my favorite things because they're just so weird. Cause like
I've only seen a few of them.
oh, you just need to look them up. The TwitchCon party this year is the oh, that dude who does the Old Town Road song. They do a TwitchCon in Florida. It's just gonna be, you know, featuring Florida Man. He's gonna be the entertainment for the TwitchCon party.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm very interested to. Are you gonna go to the TwitchCon party?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
How many people, like percentage wise, do you think are gonna show up in cowboy boots and yeah, cowboy boots and cowboy hats?
Ooh. You know, like I want to say a lot. I think we'll be surprised. I'm gonna say that quite a few, given that. All right, it's TwitchCon. You got all these people that are all about, memeing it up and things. And I mean, look at the reaction the internet had to the first, like when that song came out.
Oh yeah.
Like I saw streamers like putting on cowboy hats and stuff. And one time I saw one. I don't know if it was a beer or what, but like they had like shotgunned the beer or something. Like you got all these people being like real silly to this song, and all other types of crazy stuff. So I can only imagine what the TwitchCon party is gonna look like, and then all the stuff that's gonna happen, especially if that song's performed there as well. Like it's just gonna be
Oh,
wow.
you know it is. Like you know that he's gonna play it.
Yeah.
I feel like we need like Sir Mix-a-Lot to open up for this dude. We just need like some meme malicious stuff. We need some like Baby Got Back to get the crowd warmed up for it.
I can only. Oh man, I can only imagine how crazy the crowd would be. Like, just I can't remember who it was that performed last year, but it was hilarious. Any of the True fam that was there will remember this. This little kid, I don't know. I think he's a streamer even. I think he's partner. I don't know. I can't remember what the story was with the kid. But all of a sudden, a big circle forms around him, and the kid, and then all of a sudden, everybody starts doing Fortnite dance. And I'm just like, this is what it's become. But yeah,
Yes.
like it was hilarious. We had a giant circle, and there were people doing dance battles with Fortnite moves, and there were some other people out there doing some really cool stuff as well. But that's why I'm like, this year I am 100% expecting all types of meme stuff, people in cowboy boots and hats and acting a fool, especially if that's not 100%.
Oh yeah.
Me,
So
I won't be. I'm gonna be that guy that's sitting there with his drink in his hand off to the side, being like, "Yep, you guys are something."
okay,
Just-
new plan to anyone who's gonna go to TwitchCon. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do it as a group. We're all gonna meet together. We're gonna secure our place in the crowd, and we're just gonna do like the sprinkler. You know what the sprinkler is? Where you
oh,
do this.
geez. Yep. All right, we'll do it.
We're just gonna do that. We're just gonna dance like that the entire time. It doesn't matter what the song is, what the beat is. It doesn't matter. We're just all gonna do that. Just a big group of us, and everybody's gonna be like, "What are they doing?" It's like we are trendsetters here. This is the new cool thing, and then it's just gonna sweep the internet, and you know, be like, "We did it first." Total hipster.
Exactly.
We did it before it was
Yep.
cool.
By the way, I just asked Velok because he's one of the ones that jumped in and started doing Fortnite dances.
I can do Fortnite dances very badly. What's the floss is the one where you do like the hands like the
Mm-hmm.
backpack kid. I can do that like very terribly. Like the grandma who calls every Pokemon Pikachu, like how that
Mm-hmm.
grandma would do the floss, that's how I do the floss. So
Yeah,
I'll
I
do
do
that thing.
every dance. I do every dance badly. It doesn't even have to be Fortnite. Every dance.
Oh
Every
yeah.
dance I do badly.
Oh yeah, me too. Me too. It's okay. We can do like the Mr. Beam, uh Mr. Bean, the Mr. Bombastic dance, we'll do that. Just get out there and do that, and the sprinkler.
Everybody's gonna look at us like we're crazy. We're like, hey, we're living it up, all right?
Yep. Yep.
We don't need to copy dance moves from a popular video game. Okay, we're just gonna use the old ones that
Or
that people used to enjoy.
better yet,
Back.
we will do the Numa Numa dance. I know the whole thing.
Do you really?
put the Numa Numa song on, which is actually Dragoste Dente by Ozone. I think I don't remember what nationality they are, but they are not American. They don't speak the English. They do a little English, but that song is not English.
They don't speak it English.
They don't speak it English. Obviously, I don't either, because what was that I just said? I don't even know. Numa Numa, yep. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. The Macarena? We'll do Macarena. Okay, we're just gonna combine all these dances into.
You're just gonna do all the old dance stuff.
Yep.
Oh man.
We're gonna bring it all back.
We're just gonna start doing all the dances that were popular at like the 90s proms and homecomings. That's what we're gonna do.
Fun fact, at my prom, we had DJs and they were like, oh, like a week or so before, they were like, do you guys have any requests for music? And I was like, Dragoste Dente by Ozone, and they're like, what? What is this? I was like, yeah, just look it up. I need it, okay? So they got it, and they were like, okay. And then I kept probably they're like, this song is for Amy. It's this. And I was like, yeah! And I like got out there and I was like making a fool of myself, and everybody was like, oh, okay. And like, because that was my junior year. And then like senior year though, and like I went to like a super tiny school. Like my graduating class was like 40, and that was a big class. So the next year though, like they had kind of like gotten to know us, and they were like, you know, okay, you know, she's crazy. And I'm like, give me that Numa Numa song again. And so they like found like remixes of it. And they're like, this one's for Amy, get out there and show us what you got. And I get out there and I'm like doing like the whole thing, and everybody's like, oh! And I was just like, sup? Yeah, I'm not afraid to just get out there and make a fool of myself. So TwitchCon, you see,
look out, TwitchCon, here comes Amy.
If you see somebody who is roughly the size of Paladin's grandma out there busting a move to Numa Numa, that's me. That's me. So yeah, that's what I do.
I'll be the awkward guy that's sitting off to the side, like, yep, I know her. She's doing her thing.
She's kind of weird. just don't look at her. Don't bring attention to it. Yep. So that's what I'm about. Be singing it while you dance to it? Okay, cool. I'll need some background music, because I doubt that. Oh, what's the dude's name who does Old Town Road? I don't even remember his
Lil
name.
Nas, isn't it? Nas,
yeah.
I don't know how you say his name.
That guy.
Lil Nas, I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah. If anybody, Lil Nas, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. I'm sorry. To all of you little whatever you pronounce fans out there, please teach me. But if anybody's friends with him, you know, if he's anybody's cousin, friends, best friends, you know, whatever, let him know that your girl requests Numa Numa, that he needs to play that. And if he gives you some excuse like, oh well, you know, I don't know it or whatever, it's like, you got time. You can learn it. You got time to learn it. No excuses.
What the heck, Cartop? You read that?
What? Wow.
Oh man.
California don't need no more earthquakes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
Wow. I swear Cartopple and Mortanas both come up with some of the funniest stuff that they say. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. Well, anything I was thinking about saying got completely like it's gone. I don't even remember what I was gonna talk about. Thank you, Cartopple.
It's pretty great.
Oh, here we go. So I broke it. Yeah, you did. You broke it. This is Cartopple's fault. Silicon mentioned if you wanted to relive the start of internet memes, watching Weezer's music video for Pork and Beans.
That's true.
You made me think of my brother was addicted to Weezer for the longest time. I swear, like he listened to Pork. He like would replay Pork and Beans. I don't know how many times when he first heard that song. Like it was, I remember him constantly playing it. I'm just like, dude, let's listen to another song. Like I'm tired of this.
He has like every version of the song ever and like fan remixes of it. He just plays it all day. Like his phone goes off in the morning, the alarm, Pork and Beans. Falls asleep to Pork and Beans.
Hey, sometimes he did fall asleep listening to that song, right?
You know, people who sing in the shower, he sings Pork and Beans. Just everything Pork and Beans.
Everything. Pork and Beans.
When he gets married, the first song that he dances to with his wife, Pork and Beans.
Pork and Beans.
Trying to think of other meaningful moments in one's life that you use a song for. Whatever any other reason would be.
His
Pork
funeral.
And beans. His funeral. Pork and beans. Just everything's pork and beans. For his birthday, you get him a can of pork and beans. For Christmas, pork and beans. Kid's baptism, pork and beans.
That's the perfect time to play that song.
It's like, hey, have you guys heard this wonderful song, Pork and Beans? Wedding day, pork and beans. Walking down the aisle, pork and beans.
Oh my gosh. Yep. Oh. I'm sure, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised if somebody's already done that.
Probably. The world's
would not
biggest
be
Weezer
surprised.
fan.
Yeah.
You know who has done it? Your brother in the future. Now I have to listen to it. I hate myself. Everybody's gonna go listen to Pork and Beans and Numa Numa at the same time. Any of you guys
At the same time.
if any of you guys do like music mashups, somebody out there gotta have the talent, okay? Make a mashup of Pork and Beans and the Numa Numa song. And then you also have to be best friends with Little Nas, whatever his name is. But like, yo, throw this on for TwitchCon. Let this be the intro song for when you walk out on stage. The Numa Numa is in Pork and Beans. That's true. But I'm talking about you have to match the two songs together for a TwitchCon party.
It's not enough for the guy to be in. All right, you need
The two songs have to be
merge
one.
the song. They have to become one.
Yes, make them kiss. And then they have Babby song, and it is mixed of the two. That's how it works, don't you know?
Yeah. That's exactly how that works.
Just do that. Okay, somebody do that. People should work on Windows 10. I don't know. Do it though. That's your job.
I have faith, Silicon. If anybody can do it, you can.
You can. You're the MVP. That's your job from now until TwitchCon. So you have like a little over a month.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I know it's crazy like how fast time has flown because it's already August.
Yeah, and I still haven't booked my flight. I have the money for it. I just haven't done it yet.
Funny thing is, I haven't either. So
really,
team procrastinator. All right.
High five.
You cannot wait to meet the True fam. You are truly hyped. So you're going to TwitchCon? Awesome. I'll give you a crisp high five. It's worth a good bit.
Yeah. Who else in here is going to TwitchCon?
We need to get a poll.
I wanna know. I'm actually super stoked. So
we need to get a count on who's going to do the sprinkler with us at the TwitchCon party. Okay.
Oh man, you know, now that I think about it, I may not be able to do it. I'll make a fool of myself. One of the Isle developers is going to TwitchCon.
There we go. You'll impress him with your smooth, sleek moves, man. Be like, oh man, look, he's such a good dancer. We're gonna like give him all of the dinosaurs.
Oh man. Yeah, because that's what he's gonna do. He's probably gonna. I can see he'll just record it and spread it all around the Isle Discord. Hey guys, here's your favorite Isle streamer Paladin doing the sprinkler.
And you're so tall, so it'll be funny. Right? You're like 8'7".
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because compared to you, maybe.
Okay, was just making sure I remembered that right. I was like, I'm pretty sure he's like 8'7" or something.
8 foot. Yeah, I hit my head on every doorway. Sorry, you said that and I got sidetracked because Cartopple's like, I'm hoping to meet my mom there. He was there last year. I was like,
oh, I know exactly what he's talking about. So, Kartoffel, his mom kind of looks like Egoraptor, Aaron Hansen. And, so, yeah, if Aaron's there, it'll be a good time. Because he'll be like, it's my mom. And Aaron will be like, so, security? Help?
It probably won't be the weirdest thing that happens at TwitchCon.
Probably not.
But
you know, I'm super stoked to go just to people watch. I love to people watch.
you know, like I never had like a word for it, but I do the same thing.
People watch.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yep. People
yeah.
watch.
Yeah, people at Walmart.com. Twitch edition. TwitchCon edition.
Hey, that was funny. That happened last year. Some guy tried so the True Party last year. Some guy tried to join the party. Walked in and was trying his best to act like he belonged there. He really tried. They had to tell him to leave. That was funny. SoCon just reminded me about that.
Oh boy, it's kind of like reminds me of the I don't really know exactly what it's from. You guys might know, but there's an image of Steve Buscemi where he has like, it seems like it's like a AC/DC shirt on, or like fake AC, something like in the style of AC/DC, and it's like the captions like, hello there fellow children. So I just imagine this dude just like walks up and he's just like, hello fellow children, I belong here, I am Twitch Strummer 2, I belong to party. Totally belong. Obviously you guys know each other and you totally know me too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I belong here. That's
funny. That guy was going around, was looking at all the food and stuff, and then what was it? I think he saw the food, like he's kind of acting around, but then he tried going over to the bar.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like, hello, yes, I will take all of your alcohols now. It's like, who are you? Really hope there will be a True Party. I don't know if there will be or not. I know that they were kind of talking about going, but I don't know if any of the employees are gonna go or not. I don't know if has anybody heard that?
I haven't heard anything, and I feel like if there were, knowing True Mama, there already would have been a sign-up sheet. Yeah. Because that's what they did last year, is they had a sign-up sheet, and then they wanted to know if you were gonna have like a +1 or anything like that.
Right, because they had to reserve and make sure they had everything.
So, but I mean, it doesn't mean that like that may not prevent people from like getting together and trying to like they go to like a restaurant or something, get all the True fam together. But I don't think there's going to be like a True party put on by TRUgaming. At least, if there is, I haven't been.
Right. Yeah, I don't know if like I haven't heard anything. I don't know if, because I know that they were talking about how they may or may not go this year. But, you know, like Paladin said, like, just because they might not go, like, that doesn't mean that, you know, we can't all, like, meet up somewhere. So, you know, everybody who's going will definitely all kind of stay in contact, and we'll figure something out for sure. Because I definitely want to meet you guys and hang out with you all.
I bet Amy tries to avoid me. No. She's gonna be like, oh, there's Paladin. I'm just gonna go hide over here.
Gonna go hide.
Stand behind. There's a large crowd over here. I'm just gonna go disappear real quick.
So that's one of the advantages of being like tiny. I can just like, I can ninja
blend into
through some crowds. You know, it's like, where is she? I don't know. She's like, you know, 5 foot. Oh no, where'd she go? I don't know. But see, you stick out like a sore thumb because you're like 2 foot tall. So it's just like, oh, there he is. He can't hide. My earbuds keep trying to come out, so I'm sorry to you guys who keep seeing me do this, because I keep smiling real big and it makes my ears move, so I promise I'm not being weird.
I've reached up to adjust my glasses. I don't know if anybody's noticed, probably like 5 times so far, and I took them off so that I would stop adjusting them.
I know she took them off, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Like Silicon said, there was a lady there that tried really hard to get, I think, herself and some friends in, and brought up, I don't think it was Twitch partner. I think it was something to do with Instagram or something, and was trying really hard to get in.
Don't you
Tried
know I'm
really hard.
important? I have like 500 followers on Instagram. You should
No,
let me do what I
this chick
want.
apparently had like a lot of followers on Instagram,
Oh yeah, I
if I
figured
remember right.
I was just making fun of her. I have 100,000 followers. I'm important. Hand me things. And if you guys heard that like loud rumble, that was the storm outside. Because I saw the my mic spike up when that happened. So if you guys heard, it was just the storm trying to take my internet and my power.
I did not hear it. I didn't.
That's what it sounded like. I just recreated the exact sound for you. So, or if it was you for a second, no, it's me. It's me. Ala
Am
Banana's
I
getting
really
some
the
rough
only
weather.
one that didn't hear that?
Maybe so.
Apparently, I didn't hear it.
Ops is
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. Ops. That was the funny part. It was like Ops was just like, nah, I don't care. You can leave now.
He's awesome, and he's very to the point and just brutally honest about stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh no, get on out here now. Fun stuff. I hate that I missed it last year, but this year.
Yeah, you missed out because actually you got to ask True Mama about her inside joke between she and I. We got a joke. Nobody else knows about it. None of the rest of you get to know about it. I'm gonna message her tonight and say, hey, the only one that gets to know about our joke is Amy.
Okay.
And it was absolutely hilarious. It's probably even funnier to her because I'm pretty sure she was drunk. But yeah, it was good. It was absolutely hilarious. Yeah, who are you and what are you drinking? Yeah, that question got asked so many different times. There were so many different drinks that people were drinking that night. I think I only drank like one thing. I'm not a big drinker.
Gonna party with some juice boxes and Capri Suns. I'm scared of Capri Suns though. Like all the talk on like, oh, if you drink a Capri Sun, there's mold in the pouches. So I'm like terrified. It's like if I try to drink a Capri Sun, I'm gonna be the one who gets like the big sludgy, moldy pouch.
Well, you know,
and I'm gonna die.
what was I gonna say? I drank Capri Sun. I don't know how many different times when I was little, like all the time. I had Capri Suns or the different drinks that were in the pouches, and not once back then did I ever have any of them have mold in. It really makes me wonder, like, these people that are finding mold, they're swearing that they just bought it brand new, and I'm just like, what did they change now from then that's causing them to mold? Because I seriously, I drank them all the time. Like, that was the thing. Like, Capri Sun was super popular when we were little. So it's like, I think most of the time I see them, that's like people having mold in like the apple sauce packet.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I've never had those because those weren't a thing until recently. At least I don't remember ever having those as a kid.
I'm just so terrified and like paranoid because it's like knowing my like I would get one with mold in it. But you do have a good point. It's like when we were little, you know, like we'd drink stuff like that all the time. It's like, you know, I've never experienced mold in those or any of the little like, you know, little kid snacks. And now it's just like, oh, don't eat these. So it's probably just like scare tactics, you know, on social media. That's one thing I hate about social media. It's like everything is just like bad now. Like I miss where times were so much simpler, you know, before like social media was just integrated into everything. But now it's just like everything's just like, oh, watch out for this, watch out for that. And I mean, I guess it works because I mean, I'm scared of Capri Suns now. But like, I mean, if somebody hands me one, I'm like, well, you know, here we go. I might die or get sick, but whatever. Capri Sun. Can't deny
You
Capri
mean you're
Sun.
not gonna reminisce about all the times where you tried to poke the straw through and you either shoved it all the way through or it like would tear and the straw actually like wouldn't go in. It was really weird. I don't know if anybody else ever did that. Maybe I just had some weird talent, but like I would try to stick the straw in and it would create like it would like tear the plastic away so it wouldn't actually go into the juice. It would just like go in between this weird plastic film or something. It was I had
Yeah,
the worst time with those things. I
I know
was
what you
so
mean.
bad at it. It was either going directly through the bag or just tearing it
Yep, yep,
down the
yep.
front. That was my relationship with Capri Sun.
And when I was little, I would drink them, and then after I like drank all the juice out of it, like I would blow air back into it, and then like squeeze it, you know, like the air would come out. And I remember,
Yes.
you know, like Lunchables. Like when you're a little kid, you're like, oh man, Lunchables, especially like the premium Lunchables that have like the deep dish pizza and the Capri Sun and like the bigger candy bar.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you were the cool kid if you came into the lunchroom with one of those. You know, it's like, oh, look at you kids eating lunchroom food. I got a Lunchable. And I was sitting by one of like my best friends like growing up, and I drank my Capri Sun, and I blew air into it. And I was like, "Hey, watch this!" And I meant to squeeze it and just like blow her hair back, but there was still like juice in
Juice in
it, and
it.
I just like
Oh,
squirted
no.
juice all over her face, and she was like, "Ah!" I was like, "I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, I didn't mean to."
Man.
So yeah, it was kind of awful. But every time I think about Capri Suns, I just think of that, how funny it was. Because I honestly didn't mean to. Like now, you know, I'd probably mean to do that because it'd be funny. But
So what you're saying is that you were sweeter as a kid and now you like to scheme
yeah,
and
yeah,
fully
it's like,
formed.
you know, now, you know, I might do it on purpose. But, you know, when I was
Uh-oh.
a little kid,
Green,
it's
she
like,
broke it. Green quits here. She
no!
broke it, Green. She broke the alert.
I didn't mean to, though. Okay, so if anybody wants to do some sort of alert, I don't know what I
Who wants
did.
to sub? Somebody sub.
Somebody sub to the
I'll sell
channel.
out. Somebody sub. Do it right now.
But I did try to move it down to the bottom. It's just black. It's just a black box.
Just a giant.
It
There it is. Oh, Kartoffel. Yeah, you know what? You took the easy way out, Kartoffel. I
it's a
like it. I
host.
like the way you're thinking.
It's just a black box, and I don't know. Hopefully, I didn't do anything wrong.
It was much bigger. She just shrunk it.
Yeah, I just because it was like here and like over there part of his webcam, and it was like, and then it's now like a rectangle instead of a big square. And I was like, I'm just gonna make it smaller, but it's still just a black box, and I don't know why. Looks solid enough. I mean, it says the person's name and what they did, so that's the main point. I mean, it gets the point across, but I don't really know what's wrong with it. Let me see. Please fix it. I'm so embarrassed. I'm embarrassed.
And I just added to it by just throwing you under the bus, like, Dad, she broke it.
It's like I have nothing to
broke
do
the
with
thing.
it. I have nothing to do with it. She messed this all up, so. But yeah, I was like, alright, feeling good, got all this stuff set up, you know, today. Well, to be honest, I did have some of it set up before, but the finishing touches for today. And then we get on here and people are like posting, following, and it's just a black box. So I was like, ah.
There you go. Try that.
Okay.
If you didn't try that.
Okay. Because I remember, like, for charity streams that we,
Oh, yeah. If you're streaming, what are you? Yeah, you're at yeah, you'd be at 1280. So try 1280.
Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it right in the middle. So if we do get somebody host, okay, it doesn't cost you anything to host. I mean, you can sub if you want to, but you know, just some sort of alert. Oh, it's still black bar. It's still black bar. Trial and error here, people. Okay, we're gonna We're gonna work through this together.
Professional streamers, by the way.
Yes.
We know what we're doing.
Professional streamer. I'd never make a mistake, ever. That's fine for now? Okay, it works. It's fine. It just works, okay? Anybody who's
You
familiar
got
with
lucky this time. Okay,
Bethesda.
Dad was in a good mood.
He fixed it for us. He's designed it. Gonna have to have a little talk. Look at that. This is my
So the
box.
truth comes out. It's been exposed. This is all Vince's fault.
It's okay. It works. It just works. Like I said, if anybody's familiar with Bethesda, you get it. It just works.
It's a way, instead of a Bethesda feature, it's the TRUpartner Show feature.
Yep.
It's special to just our channel.
Yep, exactly.
Just here, guys. You got to come here to get these kind of alerts. Okay. Every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Be here.
For awesome alerts.
For awesome plain alerts. Why do you need a fancy alert when you can just have a simple black box?
No, there's some colors in it. I saw it there.
Some white and black.
It's not actually just a black box. That's the awesome part. Is you might think it is, but if you look closely, it's more.
Okay, so you should it should still be a black box, but do like a very subtle, like transparent image on the black part, so like people really have to focus on it, and then they can see like memes. So only the true regulars will catch it, because you have to pay attention to the alert. Make it a meme. Make it better. Just keep it the way it is, but add to it. Oh man. Well, that's that, I guess. It's sort of fixed. Be on the True Don't Touch current list? I'm sorry!
Hey, look, if you think this is broke, just wait till I'm the one that's having to run this.
It's okay.
I'll show you broke.
I'll walk you through on how to get the exact results that I did. So it'll just
Perfect.
be the same across the board. Oh man. Well, we have been on here for an hour and 37 minutes.
Has it already been an hour and 37?
It has, because like originally we thought probably like an hour or so. I'm not sure how long Green wants us to do these. Because typically like stream key's about an hour or so. But it's been really fun. I think this went really well.
I had a good time.
So to you guys, it's been really, really fun. We've been your show. That's fair. That's fair. I don't know. What are you feeling?
I mean, we can call it. It doesn't. I mean, even if people are okay with it, we just play it by ear. Maybe one night. If everybody's just really having a good time and conversations are really rolling, we may go a little longer. But yeah, we can shoot for normally doing like an hour. We can call it here. It's been, you said, hour and 37 minutes. I've had a lot of fun.
It has.
Hopefully next time I'll try to have like some more random things to talk about, and who knows who we're gonna have with us next week. We got to figure that out.
Yep, we're gonna
hopefully
come up with questions.
Yeah, we're gonna do that, chat. And look, we might be the best at procrastinating, but I promise you, we will come up with questions hopefully sooner than 5 minutes before the show.
Yep, it'll happen. It'll be 10 minutes before the show.
I'm gonna get a message. Hey, do you have the questions? I'll be like, yes. Question mark. Maybe.
Like, Google, what are good interview questions to ask people? Nah, it's okay. 10 minutes before the show. We're gonna come up with good stuff. It's gonna be weird.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be random. Yeah. And you know, maybe you'll get a little giggle, you know, get a
Let's
make
laugh. It weird, chat. Oh, we've got some good true fan members that'll we can make this fun. We'll get some questions out there, and I'm looking forward to the responses to the dead V pets and giggles. There we go.
Everybody makes fun of my poor Digimon.
I know what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna get one, and we're gonna have weekly updates on our V pets.
Poop squad.
Like, hey, how's your V pet doing this week? Oh, he died 5 times throughout the week.
Yep, that's gonna be like weekly check-in on our Digimon and randomness.
So I will try to get one as soon as I can on Tugboats here. Look, Simon, I'm as interesting as they come, okay?
Very fun show. Thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you so much. And you know, this is the first time that we've done this. It'll only get better from here. Good stuff today. I thought it was pretty fun. You know, and that's one of our main goals with this is to just, you know, have fun with friends and you know, chat with you guys. It's more of like people versus like streamers and streamer topics. And you know, we have gotten on the subject of streaming stuff some, but like I said, I think that this will be a really cool way to get to know the community better and for you guys to get to know us and our guests better, you know, kind of connect on different things besides just streaming. Because a lot of you guys might not be streamers, you know, we all have different interests and hobbies outside of Twitch. And I just thought that was a cool thing to kind of touch on. Just random stuff, you know, just into conversations. You
I'm
still
gonna
in
try
tears?
to he's still in tears. I'll actually try to my dad just got a new little puppy. He got a English golden retriever. His name is Goose. I'll see if I can't get dad to bring him over. I had him on stream. What was that? So I think I had him on stream last week. And he doesn't like being picked up, but he is absolutely adorable.
Oh, that's awesome. Yes, we'll have
Yeah,
to have
so
a dog stream.
ooh, definitely should.
I'll get my Reno on here, which is a corgi. We'll just like let them look at each other through the camera.
Yes.
Reno's kind of he's a handful, so I don't know if he'd let me pick him up much either. I don't know if
Shut up.
I don't know if he'd stay still.
Yeah, well, like Goose, like got. I think it's just because he's just a puppy. He doesn't really know me. He just doesn't like his ears go down. And, like I put him on the floor. He was following me everywhere. He wanted to play, wanted to run around. Pick him up. Nah, he wasn't a fan.
So we can have real pets and V pets on here. Oh, there he is. There's Reno. Yep. Because I'm clever and don't know what to do for emotes, so I'm like, let's just put my corgi on there.
Hey, look, I still have an emote slot that I haven't put an emote in. Okay.
It's okay. I know the struggle. Like
Yeah.
I recently replaced one of mine for a lot of you guys know that I love The Office. So those of you who are familiar with it, you probably know what Michael Scarn is. So one of my emotes is Michael Scarn, which is Michael Scott's character that he made for his movie that he made, Threat Level Midnight. Through the Scarn, yes. So that's one of my emotes now because I'm like, a lot of them are of me or a drawing of me, so let's put Michael Scarn in there. I thought about Prison Mike, but I'm like, everybody does Prison Mike. Let's do Michael Scarn. Because sometimes you just need Michael Scarn holding guns. So yeah. You could just do The Office emotes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You probably don't even care about The Office.
OMG, Smiled, shut up.
It's like, oh.
I actually haven't watched near as much of The Office as I should.
You should.
Part of that is because I'm terrible at managing my time. Absolutely fair. Awful at it.
So yeah, I have a Dundee back here. And if you watch The Office, you might be deserving of a Dundee. Do you know what a Dundee is?
Nope, sure don't.
So you haven't watched The Office enough, because you know that this is a very important piece of Office history. The Dundies are very important.
That's right. I mean, there's so many good shows that everybody talks about, and I always feel bad because I know they're good shows, but
you just don't care. You don't care about people's feelings. You're just like, oh, forget The Office.
I'm sorry, forgive me.
Who cares to watch The Office? And then I have the tiny face John Cena because why not? You should just get your face and shrink your actual face on it. Just have that.
Just let everybody run around with. Actually, it's funny because you know what emote I'm talking about. That emote that's in my Discord that Jugs cleverly put together. Somebody used that in the official Isle Discord the other day, and I was.
I think I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, it's the yeah that one, that emote.
The one that
And it wasn't with a message, so it's like enlarged because it was the only thing put. And I was like, oh no.
The one that heavily inspired your snowman.
Yes. Well, one of them. Part of that.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah. But it's kind of similar, kind of the same idea.
Yeah. Yep. That's all I can say about it. It's just
you should just if you use that as an actual emote, I don't know how well Twitch would like it. You might you might get told. You might get told big negative on that, Chief.
Yeah. Especially if it had the same name that it has in my Discord, it would be a very big negative.
I think if I remember right, with our chat that we had with Green when we were planning this, I think I used that emote.
Yes, actually, you did.
I was like, oh, here we go. Let's just use this in here. This
just
is
show
appropriate.
That off the green card.
This is appropriate.
Wonderful. Yeah.
I'm gonna start using that in all the Discords I'm in.
Oh, please no.
Okay. I'm gonna go use it in the Twitch partner Discord. In the TwitchCon one. I'm gonna be like, because there's a TwitchCon room in there and everybody's been talking about TwitchCon. Be like, hey guys, if you're going to TwitchCon, you get to see this. I'm just gonna post that emote. Is your face getting a little pink there?
A little bit.
You get a little embarrassed?
For anybody that doesn't know yet, I get easily embarrassed. And yeah.
It's okay, I'll embarrass you all the time. New game with this new podcast. What's the weirdest stuff that we can say to make his face turn red? I'm gonna share that emote everywhere. I'm gonna share it in all the Discords. Somebody asks me a question, they're like, hey, mshoboslayer, blah 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 blah. You know my reply is gonna be that emote. Every time. Every time. Doesn't matter what it is. Super important professional question. My reply is just gonna be that emote.
No, don't reply with what Cartoffel said. That's
gonna be the reply too.
Oh no.
That's gonna be the text with the emote. But I'm gonna say the text first and then the emote, so the emote is bigger because it'll be in its own message.
Oh no. And Anna, to answer your question, it's basically a weekly hangout. We're gonna hang out, talk about what we've been up to this week, just random things. Just instead of it being something focused on, if you want to say, kind of more business minded, where people can go to get advice on things like the stream key, for example. This is just going to be where everybody can come in and get to know the true partners and hang out. Just instead of it being, oh, I got to make sure that I'm ready for any questions Green's going to have, and like I want to make sure that I do this just 100% perfect. It's not. Just get on here, be random, talk about your week, have a good time, and just chill. Which is basically what we've been doing. And now we've gotten onto the topic of a certain emote that was made. Thank you, Jugs, if you're still around. Thank you very much for that. But yeah, and then that Bagel was responsible for the ice squirt thing. And then there's the clip of you tricking me into saying I squirt for anime. There's a clip of that. I was going through my clips because I've been trying to like trim out any clips that some people I think tried to clip something but they like missed it or something, or they didn't mean to, and it's just like random, either like nothing, like I AFK'd for a second or something, and it's like is the clip here. It's like, all right, get rid of that, and then I'm like, oh hey, I remember this. I'm like, oh yeah, I did that. I did that.
So is that going to be your campaign slogan for when you run for president?
To announce to the world, vote for me. I squirt for Animu.
And
Yep.
like your
Yep.
all your campaign posters are going to be that emote. I mean, I'd vote for you, but you know.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, Animu for everyone. That's what it'll be. That's gonna be my promise. Just Animu for everyone.
Yep. I mean, I'm telling you. Hold on, I gotta check something here. I think your boy needs a new Twitter banner.
No. I don't think if you're talking about like I don't have a that's a good
Think you you need a new Twitter banner with your new presidential slogan and your official poster image. It's okay. I know some people who who can make things. You know, I'll get it made for you. Don't worry, I got you. Don't have to ask. Don't have to ask. Don't have to beg. I'll get it made for you.
We're gonna make this happen.
Yep.
Got this.
You have to use it too on Twitter. So when people are like, "Oh, okay, this streamer guy, he's pretty cool. I think I'm gonna go follow him on Twitter." Oh, okay, here's his profile. Oh, what? What is this banner? That's gonna be it. That's what's gonna happen. Put on t-shirts, you know.
Oh man, no, who was it? Somebody actually said that I should put that on a t-shirt. I'm like, no.
Better yet, you can put that on a t-shirt, and then we can all wear them at TwitchCon while we're at the TwitchCon party and we're doing the sprinkler. So if anybody's going to TwitchCon party, if you're late to the stream, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna dance to Old Town Road, and we're gonna talk Little Nas. Don't really know how to pronounce his name. We're gonna talk him. Somebody's gonna talk to him. If any of you guys have the hookup, you have to talk him into playing the Numa Numa song. And we're gonna jam and we're gonna dance to that while wearing those shirts with Paladin's very unique and interesting emote.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to describe?
That would totally get been. No, I really.
Would you like to describe said emote to the lovely viewers who aren't familiar with your content?
Oh wait, hold on a second. That emote does not have anything to do with my content.
It's on your Discord.
Context.
Okay.
Context. Okay. And if I no, I can't. You know what? Green would probably shoot me if I try to explain the backstory to that. Great show. Have a nice night. Gaming while dad. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, my dude. Hopefully you've had a good time. We probably do need to start wrapping up here. We've been on here for almost 2 hours, but it's been so much fun.
It has. If you guys want to know what she's talking about, just watch for Amy's replies with that emote. All right, and then you'll get it, and you'll understand why it's not on Twitch.
So, if anybody wants to see it, DM me. I got the goods. I'll show you. But seriously, it's been so much fun. You guys have been great. Paladin is fantastic. If you don't follow him already, you should. Silicon is awesome. He's got the links in the chat. So you should check your boy out over here.
You need to follow her. Don't listen to her.
No.
I found it. Couldn't have been that hard to find. I wonder which one we were talking about.
I wonder. It will be very obvious.
But anyways, thank you everybody for coming out for the first night of the TRUpartner Show. I have had a blast talking with you guys, and like I said, don't know what we'll be doing next week. It'll be random. That's what this show is all about. Just whatever happens next week, and hopefully we'll have a couple guests with us. Well, we'll see. We gotta figure that out. And as long as we don't procrastinate too bad, we should know sooner than later who or how what all is going on next week. But no, let Silicon get a hold of it.
We should add that to the True Discord, so everybody can use it.
Then everyone can enjoy.
Everybody can just bask in the glory.
Oh,
Telling you,
man.
t-shirts. I'll rep it at TwitchCon. Rep that merch. Always plugging, you know. It's like, hey, you see this t-shirt?
No, oh god.
It's like, you know what lovely streamer this came from? You should watch him on Twitch. You see this shirt? This is what you get on his Twitch channel. so go watch for this. Just
if
for
anybody, if any of you watch me specifically in hopes of seeing that, y'all are messed up. That's all I'm gonna say. Y'all
he's like, what he means to say is sub for the Snapchat.
Yeah, you know, get access to my private Snapchat.
His private Snapchat.
Yeah.
That's the kind of emotes you get access when you sub for the private Snapchat. But anyways, it's been a lot of fun. We probably need to get off here because we will talk all night.
We will continuously ramble.
Yeah, but it's been super fun. Again, I'm mshoboslayer, and this is.
And I'm Paladin.
There you go. There you go. It's like I'm gonna let you do it. I'm aiming the wrong way. I was pointing over here. So
it's okay. I'm pretty sure I went to the wrong way. Is it that way? I think it's that. Because I'm pretty sure earlier I did this. I was like, you need to follow her. But don't worry, I pointed to the wrong way earlier too.
It's alright. It's alright. It's all good, Holmes. But yeah, okay. So, like I said, I'm terrible at goodbyes. They will be, I'll say, hey, I'm getting off here. And 10 minutes later, it's like, long story short.
We're finally out of here. It's been fun, True fam. I got to do the point for you guys. I do it on all my other streams.
I tried to copy
it's been fun. Perfect. On point.
But yeah, alright. We're gonna head off here. We'll probably try to send a raid to someone, one of the True partners, if anybody's live. We'll figure that out in a second. But again, thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. Hope you guys have a lovely week, and we'll see you guys next Wednesday. Do you want to add anything to that?
See you next Wednesday, 6 p.m.
Like,
don't forget.
He's like,
all right.
bah!
And if you want to join into the VPets, get one.
Yeah, get a
Let us know how you do.
Get a Digimon. It's a requirement. You gotta tell me how fast yours dies, because it will die. I know.
Yeah, it looks like Mo Beta and Mima. Mima is live. Both are live.
Okay.
So we gotta pick our poison. We want everybody to watch DayZ, or Mima is streaming Garden Pop.
All right, let's take a vote. Who we want to watch, DayZ or Garden Pop? Vote
Pop.
now. Pop.
It's Garden Pause.
Pod. Sorry.
Pause.
Pause.
Like animal pause.
Pause. I'm sorry.
Gosh, you gotta get it right.
Garden Pop. Garden Pod. Garden Pause. I'm sorry.
Oh, there's one for Mima.
Mima. So I'm curious what that even is. So let's go with that one. Garden Pod.
Right.
Garden Pod.
Mima, Garden Pog.
Garden Pog. Something. I don't know. It's Garden.
All right. Well, let's go say hi to Mima then.
All right, guys. Appreciate you. Let me do the ending screen. We'll jam to music for a few minutes, and then we'll send that raid over. So prepare your emotes for the raid. Give some happy emotes if you got the true emotes. Use those. If you don't, use somebody's. Just make her feel nice. Make her feel welcome. Right. He is like zoned out. Okay, we're gonna go.
I'm watching. I was letting you take it away. I'm like waiting. I'm watching Mima. She's this weird. I don't even know what she's playing as. It's got a jetpack,
Oh!
and it's got looks. I think that's a jetpack, and she's riding a alpaca.
Sweet, that sounds like my kind of jam. Garden
And she
pog.
just placed an umbrella down, like a beach umbrella. What is this?
All right, we're gonna start the ending process. See you guys next time. Again, appreciate you. See you next Wednesday.